in a world that want to shut you off and want to tell you you shouldn't, you couldn't, and you wouldn't. It's time for you to say, this goddess, this divine being, this I am that I am, God is me and I am God. Because at the core, the distance between you and God is zero. I discerned earlier that if anything does not give me the ultimate happiness, then it doesn't worth it. It doesn't matter how you tell me it is good for me. As long as my heart feels something is odd, then something is odd. This is the era of BBL. We do a whole lot of artificial things to look beautiful. We try to enhance our face. We try to, Botox our face, lift our breasts. Because we're told that that's how beauty should be. We need to thank our body for how long it has taken us to. It's not easy. This body has carried you for decades. And there comes a time when you have to say, thank you. Thank you for all of the things I deposit, I dump into you, and you're still standing. The act of gratitude also can be to your body. The reason why this focus is on the body is because media cannot stop telling us how to be, showing us a kind of definition of how body should appear. We need to find a time when we hug ourselves and say, it's okay. I get all the noise. I get all of the definitions, but this is my body and this is how I am. And thank you, body, for how long you have taken me to. The act of gratitude should be lavishing on your body. Take time to look at your body in the mirror. Take time to look at yourself in the mirror and say, body, thank you for how long you have carried me. Body, you are so genius. You look at the mirror and see the God and divinity in the mirror and say, girl, I am a pure reflection of God herself. And I am, no matter how you are carved. Love all of those lumps and all of those things that are inadequate because they are genius and they are you. Another habit is you improving your look. Now, when we talk about improving your look, like I said before, has nothing to do with body enhancement or whatsoever you were taught or told or how to be or how not to be. It's still doing the normal girly routine, like taking care of your hair, taking care of your skin, taking some of the vitamins that nourishes your body. Pay attention to little details because you don't just dump the body that has carried you for decades. You should know that maintenance culture is how everything lasts. Not just the renovation of the house, it's also in taking care of yourself, your skin, your hair, your makeup, your smile, everything. Now, ladies, we need to pay attention to people we choose as friends. We need to select them. Everyone that comes into our space shouldn't just be our friend. We should learn that these are who our friends should be, not just choosing them by what they acquire as human beings, because anyone can acquire anything. It's how we energetically connect with each other. So you choose friends that just by looking at each other, you burst out laughing because you're thinking what he is thinking or she's thinking what you are thinking. Sisterhood is a beautiful thing. Forget everything we were told about women hating each other. Those were lies. They created the system that brought us to hate ourselves. But that's not the topic of the day. The topic of the day is how we're going to transform ourselves. So don't you ever underrate the power of feeling. When you feel that some kind of people are no longer serving, or you have outgrown them, or it's no longer working, don't underestimate it. Believe it, because when you feel it, it is true. Honor your mind, honor your feelings, honor your intuitions, and go where you are connected to energetically. It's very important. The habit of you being in a relationship to maintain societal values, just to be there for children, or just to be there because you're scared. You're scared that you're getting older. Who is going to accept you with your breast not so strong or firm as it used to be? Kill that now, because you are living from scarcity mentality. At every stage of your life, at every point of your life, there is someone that is meant for someone like you. That someone is looking for you and you are looking for the person. Stop doubting, because when you doubt, you push the energetic flow of finding each other, you break it off. Believe, because something will bring something that will connect the kind of person that you need to be with. What that means is that you don't need to be in a relationship where you don't have trust. You're torturing yourself. It is self-sabotage. When you don't trust people and when people don't trust you, excuse them. Now, the most dangerous aspect of you managing to be in a place, struggling to fit in, waiting for them to wake up to love you, it's going to bring out the masculine woman in you. Believe me, it's so exhausting to be masculine woman. It's so exhausting trying to fight, struggle. You have to be at ease and allow the flow of everything to come to you because you are the receiver. Stay off from a place where you are not loved. Stay off in a place where you do not trust people. Stop trying to wait for people to wake up to see you, to realize that you are here, or hoping that maybe it's going to change. Then you have to stop your life to wait for someone to change. Imagine if when you are waiting for them to change, something happened and you're no longer here. That means you never lived because you're waiting to leave and that never happened. Pay attention to your spirituality, whatever you believe in. There's a core for each and everything. You have a core. And that core, honor it. Spend time with your spirituality because that's where you drive everything and make everything possible. It is in that state that you calm your nerves. It is in that state that your mood come back alive again. It's in that stage that you can look at things and say, let it be and let it go. I usually say this to my girlfriends. Learn to delete, unfollow, unfriend, block, erase, disconnect from anyone and anything that does not bring out the best in you. It doesn't matter. Save yourself. Save your soul. Focus on yourself. You are all you got. You need to acquire silence. Now, when I say silence, I don't mean the traditional form of silence that we were taught. A woman shouldn't do this. A woman shouldn't do that. You don't need to talk. Even when you have your raw, genuine opinions, you are told to shh, don't talk. All of those thou shall not. Then you tend to start losing yourself. I'm talking about you exhibiting silence in a noisy place, especially when you get into a fight with someone else. You don't need to always screaming, shouting, over-explaining. Learn to get into meetings and people want to hear your opinion. Learn to allow people ask you, are you okay? Do you have something to say? Because when they ask you that, if you open your mouth to say something, you will be heard. But when you are everywhere talking, saying all of your mind, your opinion, dumping them easily, you are easily disregarded. Get into your feelings, process your thoughts. Be quiet. Don't always be the first to initiate conversation. Don't always be the first to always say, this is the answer, this is the way, this is how. Learn in silence and allow silence to introduce you to a better, softer part of you that another person who is beside you will want to pamper, nurture, and take care of. Silence. Then we can move into aloneness. Aloneness is an art that has nothing to do with you being alone. It is about you spending time to find out who you are. It is you trying to understand your feelings, your thoughts. It is you listening to silence. It's about you connecting to yourself because it is in your alone time that you discover that all the things that we said about you is actually who you are not. Then you can truly say, I am, and you are. It is then that you can say, I am not, and then you are not. And you don't just say them, you say them with strong conviction because you know that I am, that I am. When you are intuitive, you know half of the job is done. You can simply feel and sense things without any extra explanation. You just know what you know. You just feel what you feel. And oftentimes, this knowing and these feelings comes out right. This habit sets you free because it cuts the long story short for you. It makes you not to waste time being where you're not meant to be, seeing who you're not meant to see. At a glance, you know, and that's it. When all of these things are done, don't forget that the magic and the greatest beauty is confident. Wear your confidence because that is the glamorous clothes. You need nothing but confidence to bring them forth. Confidence is actually not the absence of fear. It's sometimes you knowing that what has to be done has to be done. You feel all the fear, but you do it anyway. That is confidence in a world that wants to shut you off and want to tell you you shouldn't, you couldn't, and you wouldn't. It's time for you to say, this goddess, this divine being, this I am that I am, God is me and I am God. Because at the core, the distance between you and God is zero. God be you. If you like this content and if you like what we do on this channel, why don't you go ahead and click on the like button, subscribe to this channel so that you see more of this content. Thank you.